Tennessee Titans fans, it's ESPN First Take. Talking about Cam Ward and the Tennessee Titans. I don't know why I do this to myself. But here we go.
Yeah, like I mentioned, you've been really on a hot streak, with some of your takes, and I'm told that you have another bold one.
Cam Ward, the first pick overall, Molly, is going to lead the Tennessee Titans to the AFC South Division champion, and he will
lost your damn mind.
Oh, here we go. So this is the same guy from the clip we watched yesterday on ESPN Get Up who said the same thing, and Dan Orlovsky and Ryan Clark acted like he had just, told him their dog had died. And so now he's back on First Take, and apparently Stephen A. Smith doesn't agree.
Right now.
You're insane.
Are you kidding?
That's ridiculous.
Look at his track record. He started off at a Cardigan Word. He went to Washington.
Do you think Stephen A. Smith could name 5 players on the Tennessee Titans roster? I like Stephen A. But realistically, do you think that Stephen A. Smith, if pressed, could name 5 players? He would say Cam Ward, Calvin Ridley, Jeffrey Simmons. I'm not confident he could name another player on the roster. Maybe Tony Pollard. Maybe. But I doubt it.
I'm not saying what he's not going to eventually do. You're saying year one.
Who's better in that division?
C.J. Stroud?
Now, I will say this. I don't really have a problem with Stephen A. Smith coming at it from the perspective of, I'm offended that you would say he's going to do this in year one. I'm not talking about eventually. I'm talking about right now, 2025. You're saying he's going to do it now. Okay. And also, kind of insane to say who's better in that division. And I'm saying that as obviously a diehard Titans fan. Like, you got to put a little bit of respect on C.J. Stroud's name. Like, to just say who's better than him in that division. I mean, it'd be one thing if it was like a bunch of bums. But considering C.J. Stroud's had a pretty good first couple of years, that's a little...
And he's also going to be the best quarterback. I love C.J. Stroud, but when you have 5 new offensive linemen, Mr. Woody, you will attest to that. That doesn't happen overnight, and he was sacked 52 times a year ago.
You brought that up, Stephen A.
So Cam Ward is going to have great protection. They signed Dan Moore from Pittsburgh.
I got a question.
Let's calm down with saying Cam Ward's going to have great protection. This guy, I don't know if he's just trying to have hot takes to get attention on social media, but let's calm down a little bit with this whole, their offensive line's going to be fantastic. They signed Dan Moore. Let's see how Dan Moore does first. Because every year I feel like people are like, the Titans are going to have a great offensive line, and they never do. So
I got reservations about Houston's offensive line. I got reservations about everything in Tennessee. Everything. Everything.
You should be.
What are you talking about?
They got 2 veteran receivers in Tyler Lockett and Calvin Ridley.
Oh, my
Lord. They got a good running back in Tony Pollard.
Cam Ward can play. I like him, but I'm just saying, year one?
And they have a great offensive line. Look what a great
I just don't know if – I mean, I appreciate the guy going to bat for Cam and the Titans, but I just don't know if you're going to win anybody over on this argument by saying he's got Tyler Lockett. I mean, I like Tyler Lockett. I'm glad he's here, but, I just don't know if – I get the argument about the Texans. Their offensive line is question mark to say the least. But I don't know, man. It's a little wild. I just feel like he just seems like he's saying it just to say it, just to get a rise, just to create good television. I don't feel like he actually believes it.
Offensive line has done for some of these young quarterbacks, Jalen Hurts, Jaden Daniels, amongst others.
True.
My point is, I think Tennessee, Cam Ward is the most unheralded first pick overall.
You're there because he doesn't talk, not because we haven't seen him play. We've seen him perform collegiately. We know he was worthy of being the number 1 overall pick. He just doesn't say much. He's one of the quietest number 1 overall picks we've ever seen.
And
Stephen A., you could shut your mouth right now. Are you kidding me? Oh, he's just so quiet. That's why we don't talk about him. What has even happened to the game that I love? What has even happened to this game that I love? What has happened to sports? What has happened to entertainment? That now to to get headlines, to get talked about. It's not about being good. It's about being loud. It's about having a big personality. What happened to this game I love? What? Brady never had to have a big personality. He was just great. Peyton never had a big personality. He was great. Eli Manning barely ever spoke. But his legacy is intact. And you're telling me, you know who's pretty quiet? Dak Prescott, but it ain't ever stopped you from talking about him. You don't get much quieter than Aaron Rodgers, but it's never stopped you from talking about him. You want to talk about number one overall picks that were just so quiet. Why would we talk about him? Bryce Young? Bryce Young is quiet as a mouse. The kid never speaks. But y'all didn't have a problem talking about him. CJ Stroud's pretty quiet. You ain't ever had a problem talking about him. What do you want Cam to do? Paint his nails? Do you want him to paint his nails? Do you want Prime to adopt him? Do you want him to date a pop star? What does he have to do? That is a bogus argument. Well, he doesn't say anything. He don't get paid to say stuff. You do. You get paid to talk about him. He don't get paid to talk to you.
We got that part.
And talented.
He can ball. Wait, nobody saying he can't ball.
So you want to take Daniel Jones over him?
Of course not.
Okay.
I said C.J. Stroud. That's what I said.
Yeah, I understand that. But look, when you look at Houston, it is a fatal flaw. When you can't protect a great quarterback, I'd rather take Cam Ward and that offensive line than C.J. Stroud and that offensive line.
Woody, you're awfully quiet.
Listen, it's not the worst take that I've heard from Mike T. I will tell you, it's not the worst.
It's not the worst.
It's not the worst one.
Oh my God.
I'm still going to take Houston because, first of all, I trust DeMeco Ryans, number one, the head coach. Houston's going to have one of the best defenses in the league. Have you seen their pass rush?
They're going to have a good defense.
Like, they got a pass rush. Do they got questions on the offensive line? Yeah, but I think they'll get it. They'll figure that out as the season goes on. Quarterback.
I'll tell you where I thought Stephen A. had his best point is when he said, okay, you've got questions about Houston's offensive line. That's understandable. I've got questions about Tennessee's everything. That's a good point by Stephen A. The Titans went 3-14 last year. 3-14, defense wasn't no good, offensive line wasn't no good, receivers weren't no good. Like, head coach wasn't very good. So I get Stephen A. saying, hey, you got questions about Houston's O-line. I got questions about Tennessee's existence. That's fine.
One of the best quarterbacks in the NFL. I'm taking Houston.
3-14 last year, but they just gonna show up and win the division.
Marley, I will say this.
Tell me.
I will say this. They are arguably in the weakest division in football. The weakest division.
And if the four of us were sitting here a year ago and we said that Jaden Daniels was going to lead Washington in the Final Four, you guys would have thought I was crazy. All I'm saying is, like, if you look at the impact with Jaden Daniels, and I think when you look at the DNA and talent of Cam Ward,
well, they have coaching with Quinn in the nation's capital. Kingsbury is no slouch as an offensive coordinator. They had some other person, Brian Robinson, before he got traded. You know, McLaurin, he's there, along with an improved defense. And not only that, Detroit had 13.
Great offseason.
So how many teams?
Okay. I mean, I'm not going to argue with that either. Like, I would take the Commanders coaching staff over the Titans right now until the Titans coaching staff can prove they're good, which they haven't yet. I hope they do. But as of right now, I mean, you know, Dan Quinn had led a team to the Super Bowl before. So, and like he said, some of the other guys on the coaching staff in Washington, I think Jaden Daniels was the biggest ingredient to that success, but okay. I just can't believe he said we don't talk about him because he's too quiet. Get out of town. Tighten up.
I've been building my own kingdom for everyone to see. It exists to keep me safe from harm. and it's intact to glorify me. Nobody helped me build this up. It was me and me alone. I've appointed myself as the king, and I've given myself the throne. But it turns out I'm no ruler, and I have no control. So I have decided to destroy it all. I'm tearing down the walls, kicking down the doors. Everything inside this kingdom is yours. 'Cause what I've made is worthless, and it cannot stand. Come and breathe some life into my empty, cold, dead hands. Down with the fickle king, away with this fantasy. You are the one I need. Death to the kingdom of me. Death to the kingdom of me. I should probably be frightened. This empire's all I know, but it always does more damage than good. I'm afraid it's gotta go. I know that I can't be trusted, 'cause I'm just a man. And if you hadn't given your life for me, a loser would be all that I am. You know they say just follow your heart. I'm afraid that's a load of trash. Your heart will take you